The sound of a bell excites children for two reasons. One is the end of a school day. Two, when it's lunchtime. My experience for lunch was a little bit different, as other children were excited, opening their lunch boxes, and the sweet aroma was filling up the air. I reached out from a plastic bag, just hoping for a miracle, but all I could find were two old books. My stomach grumbled, but all I could do was swallow my saliva. Now, you might be looking at me up and down and asking yourself, come on, is it the real guy he's talking about? I guess I'm one of the luckiest. With a huge gap between me and my siblings managed to secure a job. They took me under their wings, fed me good food, and life became better. Later, I developed an interest in photography and videography. I've worked with various organizations with deals with children, especially in the issue of early child marriages and school dropout. We did so many interviews with a lot of children, and I developed an interest. Then I dug deeper. Guess what I found? Hundreds and thousands of children in Malawi are facing this very same problem of hunger I faced as a child. Hunger is a major issue in Malawi, with 4 out of 10 children suffering from malnutrition. Malnutrition simply refers to the imbalance of nutrients needed for your body to function and the nutrients it gets. When you talk about malnutrition, many of you, you've got this picture of a child with thin legs, thin arms, this big swollen belly. That's exactly the problem in Malawi. Of course, poverty is the major contributor to this, with over 50% of the population living in the rural areas and living in poverty. And many of the families, they rely on farming as the source of their livelihood. But their harvests, they're not even enough to feed the family for the whole year, just because of the soil degradation, which is caused by the use of chemicals. To make matters worse, there are floods which happen almost each and every year from December to March, posing risk to food security. Despite numerous efforts which have been done by various organizations, or even World Health Organization spends about $1.2 billion each and every year to issues related to nutrition. But the problem of malnutrition still persists. So what's the problem here? Many of these organizations, they address the parents. But I believe children have got the power to change the situation. To ensure good health and education of the children, I founded Tanzi 265. Tanzi means health. 265 is the country code of Malawi. That's not only the meaning. 2 are the 2 forms of food, raw or cooked. 6 are the 6 nutrients needed for your body. And 5 are the 5 tastes. Come on, let me introduce you to the Tanzi 265 program. The program is divided into 5 phases, which are derived from the 5 tastes. Phase 1, beta. Beta acts as a defensive mechanism to prevent from toxic food. In this phase, children, they will learn to identify and to avoid harmful practices of farming and nutrition. Phase 2, sour. Just like a sharp and tangy and exciting sensation of a sour taste. In this phase, the children, they'll get their hands dirty, they'll be excited to be introduced to the world of agriculture, and they'll learn different techniques of farming. Phase 3, salty. You see, salt is used as an enhancer to bring out the flavor of foods. In this phase, they will learn about composting, mulching, which brings the nutrients of the soil. Phase 4, umami. Umami have got a mild and savory, lingering taste. In this phase, the children, they will learn harvesting and preserving of the food, which does not only have the everlasting impact on their health, but also to the food security. Phase 5, sweet. Reward is sweet, but not without sweat. For the past 4 months, the children have been learning about food literacy and sustainable farming in a more interactive, through games and different activities. It will be time for them to exhibit and show the community and their friends what they've learned at Tanzi 265. So can you just imagine, just from afar, you hear a hooking sound, and through the dust, there's this colorful, beautiful van coming in. As it approaches much more closer, on top, you could see a garden, a mobile garden on top of the roof of the garden, of the van. On top there'll be herbs, vegetables. As the van reaches the community, and the children, they start gathering, and the community members, they're gathering. And guess what? On the van, our little chefs, neatly dressed, they'll come out. As they open the van, you could see tiny little stoves, pots, and they'll start preparing a meal for the community and the friends, just to show them the knowledge they've learned at Tanzi 265. Come on. Why should we not talk about it? Let's bring all these tastes together. Because at Tanzi 265, we believe each bite of food you take tells a story. Here, we've got our macaroni, which gives us carbohydrates for the energy to work hard and play hard. What about we take our juicy strawberry chicken for the proteins, to feed and to build our muscles? What about our crunchy carrots for vitamin A, for the health of the skin and the eyes? We all need a good digestive system, right? Yes. Our banana would do the trick with its component of fiber. We need strong bones, vitamin D. A wholesome egg would do the trick. Let's not forget to keep the doctor away by adding apples. Yeah. So now, let's sprinkle some salt to enhance the flavor. Lastly, never forget your omega-3 for a sharp mind. A scoop of mayo will do the trick. It's lunchtime. Now I'm excited. At Tanzi 265, we create a future where every child has the knowledge and ability to eat healthy. Thank you.